What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. So we got some leaked footage right now of Mike Tyson on the bag, and I'm sorry, man. I keep hearing. Listen, Carl Froch, I think a few others, real boxers, real mixed martial arts fighters, have commented on 57-year-old Mike Tyson. Who am I? I'm just a casual nobody in the game. I don't give a F what no one says, man. Yeah, if this fight, if Fake Paul versus Mike Tyson isn't fixed, I'm hearing it's an exhibition, which is a bit fake news-ish, but still, in the Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson exhibition, it was clear that it ended up being Roy Jones' ass. Yeah, his ass was grass. So even in exhibitions, it can be clear that one guy won, and that's all really I'm looking for. It's not ideal though. It's not ideal. I want to see Mike in them 10-ounce gloves. Yeah, and this is why. This video is the most compelling for me. Watch this.
Come on, punching. Yeah. Nice. Come on, punching. Yeah.
I just don't care what no one says, man. I always reference it when it comes to this age talk. In fact, I need to do a video. You know what? Let me have a look now, quick time. Evander Holyfield old sparring. Oh, that's the wrong word of saying it. Sparring. But essentially, I'm not sure if I'll find the video today, but essentially, there's a video of Evander Holyfield recently in the last few years sparring before his fight with Vitor Belfort, and he looks slow. And before the Vitor Belfort fight, people were saying, myself included, that maybe Holyfield playing possum. He looked like he had like early or whatever you kind of onset dementia. He just looked slow. Yeah? He looked slow. And it clearly wasn't playing possum. He was just old and slow. And we know Holyfield, he's been in many hard fights. He's a tough warrior, Holyfield. He's been through it. Mike really never went through it like that. Not really. Okay, Buster Douglas. Okay. Who else you got? Who else did Mike have a tough fight with? Holyfield won. I'm not a historian, but those are the ones that come to mind. 2 fights and a 20 X amount of year career. Not the end of the world. Holyfield, he going to war every time. He in there tussling with Lennox Lewis 3 times. Etc, etc. He goes down, he gets up. I mean, Holyfield in there rocking and rolling with people like, what's his name? Essentially everyone. Anyone. A whole bag of man in there. He in there fighting with them. Having a scrap about it. I forgot the guy's name, but Holyfield's been down by mid-level dudes. Gets up and carries on worrying forward. Mike never really had them fights. Mike either smoked someone or got smoked pretty quick. Yeah, it was never. He wasn't in a whole bunch of wars. And now, what I'm seeing, I don't care what no one says. You don't have to be a pro boxer yet. Watch this. What part of that looks like a generic 57-year-old war-torn man? I just ain't seeing it. Not to mention, we're not asking Mike Tyson to go in there with an AJ or a Tyson Fury. This is Fake Paul, who's really, if Fake Paul was a real boxer, he'd be at 175. That's the truth. He comes in the ring like 190-ish, and he's soft. If he was cutting water weight and being lean, he'd be 175. Fact. So, you've got Mike Tyson, who hasn't been a shade smaller than 210, 215 pounds since he was 12-year-old. Going in there with a 175er. And he's looking like this. Mike's got a 30, 40 pound weight advantage. The only thing Jake Paul has is a youth advantage. He ain't punching like this though. Jake Paul's slapping. Jake Paul ain't ferocious against Nate. That first round against Nate, he was ferocious. After that, he politicking. He can't even really hurt Nate. Nate there to be hit. Nate ain't hitting back. Nate can't. There's levels of power, yeah? You've got generic boxer power. Nate Diaz does not have generic boxer power. Yeah, generic boxer power is kind of like a power all mid-level boxers have. And UFC fighters just don't have it. Nate don't have that. And still, Fake Paul in there can't finish his dinner. Mike Tyson has elite boxer power, combined with elite heavyweight boxer power. Fake Paul don't even have mid-level light heavyweight power. He's slapping. Yeah, because you best believe you put a mid-level light heavyweight in there. put Dan Aziz, for example. He's not mid-level. He's towards the top end of that. But put Dan Aziz in there with Nate Diaz. It ain't going 12 rounds. It ain't going 10 rounds. However many rounds it was, it ain't going distance. Put any of them. Put Anthony Yard in there with Nate Diaz. It ain't going 12 rounds. That's for sure. Yeah? Mike Tyson, he elite level, heavyweight punching. And I'm sorry, but from what I've seen here... Now, is Mike Tyson as quick as he was when he was 18, 19? No. I don't give a... These are short shots, people. I don't know what to tell you, man. If Mike comes in there, yeah, with 10-ounce gloves on, Fake Paul gonna get the shock of his life. That's the bottom line. Fake Paul can't punch like that. He can't tangle like that. He didn't want to... Tommy... Listen, people. Whatever you say about old Mike, yeah, Tommy can't punch. Tommy can't even finish the journeymen. Yeah? Can't finish them. You put this old Mike Tyson in there with them journeymen Tommy Fury going 6 rounds with. You joking? That's the equivalent here. Fake Paul couldn't press Tommy Fury. And couldn't outbox him. Yeah? So you can't press or can't outbox Tommy Fury. What makes you think you're going to press or outbox Mike Tyson? 57-year-old or not. Look at the twitch here. Yeah, they say, oh, the power is the last thing to go. The first thing to go is usually your twitch. Your whip, that zip. Like Holfield. Holfield was brain damaged and slow. Yeah, that ping. Ping is a young man's game. The ability to fire shots off in quick succession. Yeah? Watch this. Watch.
Nice. Come on, punch him. Yeah.
I don't listen. Who am I? I'm not a big boxer like Carl Froch or whoever else is saying this is a sham. Yeah, but neither is Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake Paul ain't like you. Listen, if it was Mike Tyson versus 175 Artur Beterbiev, I'd get it. I'd say, listen, I understand what you're saying because Beterbiev would it like that. Jake Paul is not. Yeah. Oh, it's so dangerous for Mike. I don't. RYB, this is a set piece. What do you mean? It's a set piece. So Mike's just done this, like a whole bunch of fake news. Oh, Mike's just come out of a wheelchair and was able to do this for one combination. Are you joking? Are you joking? Stop lying, people. Stop capping. Yeah? No man is getting out of a wheelchair and getting that off, even for one combination. It's not possible. Too sharp. Would never happen. I actually believe there's not a heavyweight in the division today. There's not a heavyweight in the division today who can let off however many shots it is in that time. With that ferocity and that leverage. Fact. Yeah? This is not. So I don't know what the big fuss is here. I don't see, unless it's fixed, yeah, and Mike Tyson's been paid off by the cabal and he can jump on the floor. If Fake Paul can get through it, fair play to him. But Fake Paul had his hands full with Tyron Woodley until the knockout came. He danced around. Jake Paul was politicking with 170-pound Tyron Woodley, who can't box a lick for the first fight. 8 rounds, could do nothing. The second fight, arguably, he got lucky in that sense. 170-pound Tyron Woodley. What the fuck you think you'll be doing with 220-pound Mike Tyson who pinging like this? Yeah? If Mike looks slow and looks shot, I'd tell you, he looks slow and shot, he can get smoked. You watch this and tell me he shot.
Nice. Come on, punch him. Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, people. I really don't know what to tell you at this point, man. And the last thing I'll say is, I mentioned earlier about how there's like generic boxing power. Yeah, the average mid-level boxer punches exponentially harder than the mid-level UFC guy. There's levels to the game. But within that, there's another category. So, for example, people like Canelo or Beterbiev. People like Canelo and Beterbiev, which are 2 examples that come to mind, they can go in there with world championship level boxers. They can go in there with the pinnacle of boxers. Unified, undisputed champions, Jamal Charlo. Champion Callum Smith, whoever you want. They can go in there and they reset. Come on, people. We all know Jamal Charlo knows how to fight, if that makes sense. We all know he's the absolute pinnacle of boxing. He knows how to take a shot. He knows what real boxing power feels like. He's been sparring with Errol Spence since day X amount of years. And he gets in the ring with Canelo and he's like, oh my God, it opens, same as Callum Smith. How many people go in there with Carrot Top? They get hit once and they're like, I don't want to know anymore. And that's with, you're taking world championship level guys and they get hit once and don't want to know. Mike Tyson has that, but at heavyweight. You're taking a 175 Jake Paul, who's never been hit with even me. Jake Paul's never been hit, people, with generic boxing power. He's never actually fought a mid-level boxer. He's never fought a... These guys aren't mid-level, but he's never fought someone in the mix. Aziz, Yard, or even lower than that, whoever you want. He's never fought no one on that level. He hasn't even felt generic boxing power yet. It's not fair to say Anthony Yard's got generic power, but you get the point I'm making. Take anyone you want who's a bit above British level. He had never fought no power like that before. Felt it. He doesn't even know what it's like yet. Never mind, for me, Jake Paul's going in there with that Canelo Beterbiev kind of power. And 20, 30 pounds in a higher weight division. So all on one night, he's going to feel what it's like to be hit by a man who's bigger than him by 20 pounds or more. By a man who punching at the pinnacle of boxing. Look at Roy Jones. Roy Jones was old, albeit, but still, Roy Jones was feeling them shots and he came out saying, damn man, that weren't no joke. By the grace of God, by the grace of this exhibition, Mike did knock my ass out. And Roy Jones has been doing it since day dot. He'd been felt real boxing power. Right? So, if the fight's legit, yeah, and it's not fixed, then fair play to Fake Paul if he gets it done. I don't see it. Yeah, if you can't finish your dinner against Nate Diaz or Tommy Fury, what's he gonna do? Yeah, whatever you say about Mike being old or whatever, he will have been. Fake Paul can't punch that hard, in my opinion. He ain't quick. He ain't digging. His shots are slapping. He slaps his shots in, slaps them round, and looks at the floor and wins them. They're obvious. They're coming. I don't know what he's gonna do in there. I think it's going to look like Canelo versus pick someone. I think the first shot that Mike lands, Fake Paul going to be like, oh my God. Because who's he fought? Who has Fake Paul fought who can hit like Mike Tyson? Who? Who's he fought who has real top level boxing power? Fact. And we've seen it demonstrated on the bag here. Oh, but the bag don't hit back. The bag don't need to hit back to know Mike still got it. Yeah? You don't need to hit back. Mike don't even need to know how to box. All he needs to know how to do is put his chin down, put his gloves up, which he's been doing, walk forward, and bang a left hook. That's all he needs to do. Box for what? Yeah? Hands up, chin down, walk straight forward, Fake Paul gonna do nothing, and bang him with a left hook on his arm. It wouldn't be revolutionary to say this. That's what Canelo did with most people. He walked forward, bang Jamel Charlo on the arm. Walked forward, bang Callum Smith on the arm. And they don't want to know no more. They don't want to fight no more. And Fake Paul ain't a Jamel Charlo. He ain't a Callum Smith. And that's an example of men in their own weight division. That's Callum Smith at 168 versus Carrot Top. We're talking about Jake Paul going up. Jake Paul's used to fighting smaller people. Tyron Woodley, 170 pounder. Nate Diaz, a 170 pounder. 155 pounder. Jake's going from fighting UFC fighters who can't punch a lick to fighting a dude 230 pounds who's been punching, who's been boxing. You think Fake Paul can't hurt Timmy? You think Fake Paul can't hurt Timmy, but he can touch Mike? Mike's been used to taking heavyweight shots, yeah, heavyweight premium shots, and even then he's never been knocked spark out before. You never see Mike just get caught once and knocked spark out. Yeah. So Mike's taking all them shots, all them years, and then you think Fake Paul gonna go in there who can't finish nothing, and then touch him, and he's gonna feel like it, he's gonna be hit and hurt. He's not moving like a 57-year-old people. That's the bottom line. Yeah. Now I'm not saying is his chin as robust as it used to be. Obviously not. But Fake Paul ain't robust enough, I don't believe, to do nothing with it. Yeah. Mike defense been tight as well. Do you understand? Mike's not a leaky dude. Mike don't really rely on he doesn't need to rely on his defense. I mean, what's Fake Paul gonna do? That's the thing about it. What is Fake Paul gonna do? What's Fake Paul gonna do with Mike Tyson got his chin down and his hands up? What's he gonna do? I can't wait to see it, that's the truth. I just hope it's not rigged. If it's rigged, I'll be pissed off. That's the bottom line. If fake Paul, bottom line, I'd say it, but the only way fake Paul wins is if it's rigged. And I'll know if it's rigged, yeah. If Mike go in there and he backing up. If Mike backing up from round 1, it's fixed. I don't care what no one says. There's absolutely no reason for Mike Tyson, 230 pounds, to be going back against a 175 pounder who ain't never boxed a day in his life, essentially. Fact. Fake Paul has never had a British level fight before. Timmy Fury would not be British level. Yeah? He would not be. He would not be British champion, sorry. Fact. So, I can't believe it. Anyway, it's intriguing. Let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and let off the bell, 100%, no doubt.